Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you.
lights on. I think yours are hardwired.
Okay, thank you for coming to this meeting. Let's start with the call to order. Let's do roll call.
Board Member Lisa Brazil.
Here.
Board Member Brian Canoe is absent. Board Member John Lewis.
Here.
Board Member Diana Montgomery.
Here.
And Board Member Chairman.
I'm here.
We have a quorum.
Great. So the first agenda meeting item is consideration to approve July 15th meeting minutes. Approve.
I make a motion, John, to approve the July 15, 2020 meeting minutes.
Okay.
I'll second the motion.
I think we got you right over here. Yep. Thank you.
Just wait a few minutes here. Hi.
And the
Mr. Chair, I'll let the record reflect Board Member and
Second item on this agenda is the public hearing of zoning appeal on case ZA 2001. It's appeal of the zoning administrator's interpretation and applicable to the property located at 1855 South Holder Drive. More specifically, Globe zoning codes 14-2-5B10 and 14-2-2, which is a determination of the applicable zoning district for the subject property and the allowed uses pertaining to the 14-5-3 R19 zoning district and 14-5-11 C2 zoning district.
Chairman, before we open the public hearing, I'd request that you move to go into executive session. So
Yes,
we
I'd
can
like
have
to move to executive session at this point.
So if all of the board members can go ahead and exit to the not an exit door there, Ms. Benucci will join you in there.
And you don't, if you have computers or your agenda, we won't be talking about any of that, just the process.
So I don't need to bring anything?
You're good.
Just me?
Yep, just you.
I'll keep an eye on your stuff if you want to leave it. You will come back, I hope.
you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you.
Okay, thank you, everyone. All right, let's continue. I understand there's a request from the city, or a joint request.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. My name is Bill Sims. I am the city attorney. Your attorney, Tina Vanucci, will be representing you. I'm representing the zoning administrator. Over the past week, we received numerous documents for you to review, some as recently as Friday. Those documents numbered in the 300 to 400 range, and the clerk has the documents printed there so you can just see the magnitude of those documents. You received your copies of those documents Sunday night. They were not made available to the public until 4 p.m. yesterday afternoon. And again, staff worked through the weekend to pull these documents together for you and eventually for the community by 4 p.m. yesterday. There were two items on the agenda tonight. One is an appeal, and two is a public hearing. Public hearing only has meaning and only gives your constituents the opportunity to review and comment if they can see the documents. They didn't have access to these, and that access was only limited to electronic access until 26 hours ago. It is for that reason that the city consulted with the appellant and asked to consider continuing as to a date certain that could be announced tonight. That would give you the opportunity and the public the opportunity to review these documents. I'm here to confirm, and Mr. Schubart can confirm as well, that the appellant is agreeable that this could be continued. Having said that, the mayor and the council and city staff are aware that the neighbors adjoining the venue that is the subject of this appeal have concerns about the continued operation of events at the venue. To address those concerns, the appellant, through her attorney, is willing to confirm tonight on the record that they will cease and cancel all scheduled commercial events at the venue until we hold a hearing, and I'd like Mr. Schubart to confirm that on the record.
For the record, my name is G. Lawrence Schubart. I'm with the Tucson law firm of Stubbs and Schubart, and I appear on behalf of Olive Darlene Jonovich as trustee of the Daniel and Olive Darlene Jonovich Trust, and also as principal of DJ's Casa LLC, the operator of the site. To further Mr. Sims' comments, I received a tremendous amount of documents on Monday that I'm only now having an opportunity to review, some of which I think are very pertinent or will become pertinent to the presentation. So I do not only concur with Mr. Sims' comments, but join in as a request for a postponement to a date certain. I do confirm that DJ Casas will conduct no activities between now and whatever date is established in January for the continued public hearing. But I join in the request for a postponement. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Schubert. Postponement would be a continuance. But Mr. Chair and members of the board, we think continuing has 4 beneficial consequences. One, and most important for our view, is it gives the public the opportunity to review these documents and be ready to comment at a continued hearing. 2, it will have the added benefit to allow you to review the hundreds of pages of documents that you got Sunday. 3, it will give you the opportunity to consult with your independent counsel concerning some of the legal issues that have been raised in this appeal, both the repeal and the response from the law firm representing the neighbors. And 4, as you know, Globe has been lucky in that it's not needed a board adjustment for decades. And so we constituted this board, and you're newly arrived. And so we need to make sure we have adequate procedures regarding how these hearings are conducted. Ms. Vanucci has done this before for the cities that she represents, and she can help guide you so that we can then promulgate definitive formal procedures so that whatever decision you render is based on sound procedural footing. The city's view is this process needs to be procedurally correct. That will enable you to produce and result in the best decision. And my biggest concern, it will give the public the opportunity to review these documents they've only been able to get, if they were even able to get them on the internet during the last 26 hours. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Well, at this time, I'd like to ask the board members your opinions on the continuance.
I think what we need to do is see if there's anybody here who wanted to speak first, haven't we?
I think you can determine first how you feel about each board member, and then if there is support for a continuance, we can announce the.
Make a motion for a continuance.
Before you move, actually you've moved, so can we get a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, and then for further discussion, if you want to make an announcement to the neighbors, what the date certain will be, and also if there's anybody here who will not be able to make that date and has a reason they need to speak this evening, we would put that on the record.
Okay.
Dana, do you have the date certain?
So we don't have to re-advertise, correct?
If we announce a date tonight, we do not have to re-advertise.
If everybody's available on January 14th, 6 p.m.
The 14th.
Yeah, give you what time, first week of the new year?
We can put that to a vote right now on the.
I think you guys can just discuss it. I also ask that we ask the city attorney and the appellant if the 14th would work for them.
It works.
Anyone that does not work on that date?
The 14th is fine with the appellant. Thank you.
So if anybody cannot make it on the 14th, it would be good to hear your voice, your comments.
And I'd also remind you, you can always submit written statements to the clerk unless the board is going to close the record.
And then if I could, obviously, if it's continued, no one speaks tonight. If you're available to attend, by Zoom or in person, you could make the public hearing will be open then.
I do recommend if you can make a meeting, you hold your comments until that date.
We should
Is there
ask
anybody
Paul
that-
Gilbert or Buse Gilbert on Zoom.
Okay,
Is there anybody on Zoom that is not able to attend on the 14th and needs to make a comment this evening?
Good evening, Cassandra Ayers from Buse Gilbert on behalf of the Holder family. We are available on the 14th and we have no objection to the continuance.
Thank you. Seeing no one, I think you can entertain a motion.
Okay, I motion to continue this meeting on the 14th, a continuance of this meeting on the 14th.
And actually, we just need a vote. We just need the dates.
Let's vote on it.
Okay.
Tina, I think you need a time. You need to announce a time as well.
All those in favor for continuance on January 14th at 6 PM?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we have more.
So now we need a motion on the actual appeal. Same thing, it would be a continuance. The one thing you can also add, if you'd like, is if you want this to be the record, then we wouldn't accept any additional documents. That is up to you guys how you want to handle that. If you want to still accept statements, then that is up to you as well.
I think we need to let people continue to submit statements, maybe give them a timeline, like maybe a week before, or
Which would be like maybe the 8th.
as long as it can be, as long as we can follow the procedures and it can be made so everybody can see it. But yeah, I think if we're continuing the hearing, we
I agree
should.
with that because as everybody's saying, it's been 26 hours that the public has the information. So by saying that nothing else will be received and only having the information out there in 26 hours, we're really not giving the public time to provide adequate feedback.
Chairman and board members, if I could clarify, no additional information or exhibits submitted from the appellant or obviously the city but public input for the public hearing and in support or opposition, obviously we always want to receive that. But, we want to ensure we've got the case contained. We received an amendment from the appellant on the 7th of all this information. So obviously continue to prepare and receive information is going to be a moving target. So that's,
So I think you can say that this is the record except for public comments.
perfect.
So this is the record for public comments.
So I think,
And then we'll set public comments up to the 8th.
so we would need a motion to continue the.
May I interject, please?
Yes.
Because we received the legal memorandum from Buse Gilbert just this week, I would like to file some response to their arguments. So I would like at least 1 week to submit something limited to responding to the comments raised by Buse Gilbert.
And Chair, that's up to you. You guys can set a deadline. However you want to, however the board wants to handle that, that's up to you guys.
Well, let's set a deadline on the 5th on that particular item.
No comments from the public, excuse me. And that's fine if the board, at the end of this, we need a motion, so you guys need to discuss what you're comfortable doing and
So
not.
I guess what I'm confused about, and somebody can clarify it for me, we have the appeal, we have the response by the folks, the neighbors, and now the appellant is requesting a reply. Is that fair? To address only those issues that were raised in the response?
Yes,
Right? Is that the request that's being made?
yes, the appellant is requesting
That is the request. Thank you.
to respond to the document submitted by Buse Gilbert.
Okay, so the documents have been out there for a while. It's not like it's
So I think the
made
document.
available last Friday or Sunday.
Sunday, everybody in this room received that, as well as everybody online.
So if we allow the reply with supporting documents, I'm assuming, that there would be supporting documents, then would we run into, again, the issue of having to have those made available to the public?
Right.
So that the public could view them in a timely manner.
And that's why I would suggest a deadline. And
Right.
so you.
And,
Pretty quick deadline.
Yeah. I think
correct.
Pretty quick
Going to
deadline.
submit a reply, we would like it by
I think next week.
the 5th.
How about Monday? Monday? I'm sorry. Chairman, if I could, the city's going to be closed the last week of the year. I would prefer Monday of this coming Monday. And then because other people have vacations too, and we'd like to get that out and posted.
The
I actually
21st is what you're
I
talking
think it should be.
Thank you.
yeah, Should be shorter. Sooner, I actually like the 21st.
Perfect.
If that's adequate time. I
I
think that is sufficient time for you to give us a response or reply to, or the statements.
And that'll
I will do it by the 21st if that's acceptable to the board.
give the public time to at least see it
Yeah.
and digest it and formulate a response to it.
So just to clarify, we're talking about a response from the appellant by the 21st, but we will still accept written public comments until the night of the hearing. Or they can. Yes. This all needs to be in your motion if that's, I just want to make sure we get it all in
We have
there.
the public comments by, I missed that.
I mean, you can take
I
them
say
up
the
till the
public
night of the
comments need to be
meeting.
by end of the year.
I think public comments can be up to the end, because the public can come here and talk to us, right?
Correct. We're not going to
They
stop
can-
that.
they can come the evening of the hearing and talk to us. So I don't know that we need to have, I don't know that we can, actually. Maybe, can we? I mean, could we put a date on, I don't think we
Let's just say
can.
January 4th.
Chairman, board members, no, we want to take, as long as the public hearing is still pending, we should continue to receive public testimony of whatever form it comes into us, up until you make your, till the hearings, the public hearing is closed.
And that's
At that
perfectly
next meeting.
acceptable, and I think gives the public the most amount of options to respond.
Okay.
So what we would, based on the discussion, what I'm hearing is a motion to continue the appeal until January 14th at 6 o'clock. We will accept a response from the appellant to the neighbor's brief by December 21st at 5
5 PM.
PM, and we will take written public comments until the night of the hearing.
Okay, so you want me to make a first motion to that?
You can just say,
I'll make a first motion to,
And I'll second it.
Okay.
okay, and all those in favor?
Are those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so it's set,
yeah, I would,
21st.
so I think that's all you guys have to do tonight. I would like to go back into executive session just to talk to you about the process that'll happen that night, but that's up to you guys as well.
I make a motion that we move to executive session to discuss the procedures that,
Okay.
I second that
I second
motion.
motion.
Okay, all in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you everyone for coming out.